सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम ओम नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम सदाशिवसमारम्भां व्यासशङ्करमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ओम शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ओम श्री परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री आदिशंकर सद्गुरवे नमः। ओम श्री वैशंपायन सद्गुरवे नमः। ओम श्री याज्ञवल्क्य सद्गुरवे नमः। ओम श्री वेदव्यास सद्गुरवे नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अवाप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं विश्वशान्तिकल्याणार्थं साधकानां समस्त विघ्न निर्मूलनार्थं समस्त शक्तीनां साधनानां संपदानां अवाप्त्यर्थं छान्दोग्योपनिषदः पारायणं तैत्तिरीयोपनिषदः भाष्यसमेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणम्। Yesterday we saw in the 5th chapter 2 khandas parayanam. Let us do from the khanda number 3 up to, how many you can do, up to the 10 of them. They're all small. Om Ata Chandogya Upanishad Shanti Mantraha. Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vak Pranaha Chakshuhu Shrotram Atho Balam Indriyani Cha Sarvani सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्यां मामा ब्रह्म निराकरोत्। अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तु। ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अथ पंचमोऽध्यायः तृतीयः खण्डः। ओम in this I think comes our we had time. ओम अथ तृतीय खंडः। ओम श्वेतकेतुः हारुणेयः पंचालानागं समितिम् एयाय तगम्ह प्रवाहणो जैवलिः उवाच कुमार अनुत्वा अशिषत् पिता इति अनुहि भगव इति वेत्त यद् इतः अधि प्रजाः प्रयन्तेति न भगव इति वेत्थ यथा पुनरावर्तन्त इति न भगव इति वेत्थ पतोः देवयानस्य पितृयानस्य च व्यावर्तन इति न भगव इति वेत्थ यथा सौ लोको न सम्पूर्यते इति न भगव इति वेत्थ यथा पंचम्याम् आहुतावापः पुरुषवचसः भवन्ति इति नैव भगव इति। अथानो किम् अनुशिष्टः अवोचथा यः हि इमानि न विद्यात् कथं सः अनुशिष्टः ब्रुवीत इति। सः आयस्तः पितुः अर्धमेयाय तगम्ह उवाच अननुशिष्य वाव किल मा भगवान् अब्रवीद अनुत्वा आशिषम् इति। पंचमा राजन्यबन्धुः प्रश्नान् अप्राक्षीत् तेषां नैकञ्चन अशकं विवक्तुम् इति। सहोवाच यथा मा त्वं तथा एतान् अवदः यथा अहमेषां नैकञ्चन वेद यदि अहमिमान् अवेदिष्यं कथं तेन नावक्ष्यम् इति। सः गौतमः राज्ञः अर्धमेयाय तस्मै प्राप्य अत प्राप्तायाः प्राप्तायार्हां चकार। सः प्रातः सभागः उदयेयाय तगम्होवाच मानुषस्य भगवन् गौतम वित्तस्य वरं वृणीता इति स उवाच तव एव राजन् मानुषं वित्तं याम् एव कुमारस्य अन्ते वाचमभाषता अस्तामेव मे ब्रूहि इति। सः कृच्छ्री बभूव तगं चिरं वसेत् याज्ञापयाञ्च वस इति आज्ञापयान् चकार। तगंह उवाच यथा मा त्वं गौतमावदः यथा इयं न प्राक् त्वत्तः पुरा विद्या ब्राह्मणान् गच्छति तस्मात् सर्वेषु लोकेषु क्षत्रस्य इव प्रशासनम् अभूदिति। तस्मै सहोवाच। चतुर्थः खण्डः असौ वावलोकः गौतम अग्निः तस्य आदित्य एव समित रश्मयः धूमः अर्चिः चन्द्रमा अङ्गाराः नक्षत्राणि विस्फुलिङ्गाः तस्मिन् एतस्मिन् अग्नौ देवाः श्रद्धां जुहति तस्य आहुतेः सोमः राजा सम्भवते। पञ्चमः खण्डः पर्जन्यो वाव गौतम अग्निः तस्य वायुरेव समित अभ्रं धूमः विद्युद् अर्चिः अशनिः अङ्गारा ह्रादुनयः विस्फुलिङ्गाः तस्मिन् एतस्मिन् अग्नौ देवाः सोमगं राजानां जुह्वति तस्य आहुतेः वर्षगं सम्भवते। षष्ठः खण्डः पृथिवी वाव गौतम अग्निः तस्याः संवत्सरेव समित आकाशो धूमः रात्रिः अर्चिः दिशः अङ्गाराः अवान्तरदिशा विस्फुलिङ्गाः तस्मिन् एतस्मिन् अग्नौ देवाः वर्षं जुह्वति तस्य आहुतेः अन्नगं सम्भवते। सप्तमः खण्डः पुरुषो वाव गौतम अग्निः तस्य वाक् एव समित प्राणः धूमः जिह्वा अर्चिः चक्षुः अङ्गाराः श्रोत्रं विस्फुलिङ्गाः तस्मिन् एतस्मिन् अग्नौ देवाः अन्नं जुह्वति तस्यै आहुते रेतः सम्भवते। अष्टमः खण्डः योषा वाव गौतम अग्निः तस्या उपस्थेव समित यदुपमन्त्रयते स धूमः योनिः अर्चिः यदन्तः करोति ते अङ्गाराः अभिनन्दा विस्फुलिङ्गाः तस्मिन् एतस्मिन् अग्नौ देवाः रेतो जुह्वति तस्य आहुतेः गर्भः सम्भवते। नवमः खण्डः इति तु पञ्चम्याम् आहुतौ आवः पुरुषवचसः भवन्ति इदे स उल्बावृत्तः गर्भः दश वा नव वा मासानन्तः शयित्वा यावद्वाथ जायते स जातो यावदायुषं जीवति तं प्रेतं दिष्टम् इतः अग्नयः एव हरन्ति यत एव एतो यतः सम्भूतो भवति। अथ दशमखण्डः तद्ये इत्थं विदुः ये च इमे अरण्ये श्रद्धा तप इति उपासते ते अर्चिम् अभिसम्भवन्ति अर्चिषः अहरहनः आपूर्यमाण पक्षम् आपूर्यमाण पक्षाद्यान् षडुदङ्गेति मासागन्स्तान् मासेभ्यः संवत्सरकं संवत्सरात् आदित्यम् आदित्यात् चन्द्रमसं चन्द्रमसो विद्युतं तत्पुरुषः अमानवः स एनान् ब्रह्म गमयति एष देवयानः पन्था इति। अत इमे ग्रामे इष्टापूर्ते दत्तमिति उपासते ते धूमम् अभिसम्भवन्ति धूमात् रात्रेः अपरपक्षात् यान् षट् दक्षिणो इति मासागं तान् नैते संवत्सरम् अभिप्राप्नुवन्ते मासेभ्यः पितृलोकं पितृलोकाद् आकाशम् आकाशात् चन्द्रमसम् एषः सोमः राजा तद्देवानाम् अन्नं तं देवाः भक्षयन्ति तस्मिन् यावत् सम्पातुम् इषित्वा अथ एतम् एव अध्वानं पुनर्निर्वर्तन्ते यथा एतम् आकाशम् आकाशात् वायुं वायुर्भूत्वा धूमः भवति धूमो भूत्वा अभ्रं भवति अभ्रं भूत्वा मेघो भवति मेघो भूत्वा प्रवर्षति तैः व्रीह्यवा ओषधि वनस्पतयः तिलमाशा इति जायन्ते अतः वै खलु दुर्निष्प्रपतरं यो हि अन्नमत्ति यो रेतः सिञ्चति तद्भूय एव भवति तद्यैह रमणीयचरणाः अभ्यासः ह यत्ते रमणीयां योनिम् आपद्येरन् ब्राह्मणयोनिं वा क्षत्रिययोनिं वा वैश्ययोनिं वा अथ य इह कपूयचरणाः अभ्यासाः ह यत्ते कपूयां योनिम् आपद्येरन् स्वयोनिं वा सूकरयोनिं वा चाण्डालयोनिं वा अथ एतयोः पतोः न कतरेण च न तानि इमानि क्षुद्राणि असकृत् आवर्तीनि भूतानि भवन्ति जायस्व म्रियस्व इति एतत् तृतीयकं स्थानं तेन असौ लोकः न सम्पूर्यते तस्मात् जुगुप्सेत तदेष श्लोकः स्तेनो हिरण्यस्य सुरां पिगंश्च गुरोस्तल्पमावसन् ब्रह्मः च एते पतन्ति चत्वारः पञ्चमश्चारकं स्थैरिति अतः य एतान् एवं पञ्चाग्नीन् वेद न सह तैः अपि आचरन् पाप्मना लिप्यते शुद्धः पूतः पुण्यलोको भवति य एवं वेद य एवं वेद ॐ शान्तिः 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 ओम अथ श्रीकृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत तैत्तिरीयारण्यकांतर्गत तैत्तिरीयोपनिषद ओम यस्माज्जातं जगत्सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येनेदन्धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः येरिमे गुरुमिः पूर्वं वदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते ओमथ प्रथमा शिक्षा वल्ली प्रथमोऽनुवाकः ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 Salutations to the Lord in all forms, the Guru Tattva in all Guru Rupa, to Shruti Mata, to Parabrahma, to our own Gurus, especially Taittiriya Upanishad Acharyas of Bhagavan Sri Vedavyasa, Vaishambhayana, Yagnavalkya, and the Bhashyakara, Sri Adya Shankara. So, we are studying this Upanishad, trying to understand how the rishis have envisaged the goal as well as the path. And while being on the path, what are the places where we do mistakes or we misunderstand or we take the means for the goal? Even those things also are hinted and differentiated. The limitation of the upasana and the karma in giving the mukti and the need of the vidya. And Bhagavan Adi Shankara's way of explanation, especially after the 11th Anuvaka, the entire discussion between Jnana Karma Samuchayavada is a most profound important thing which indicates the need of these Varnashrama Vyavastha, which indicates to us the limitation of them, which also tells us that these Vyavasthas are given by Shastras, Devata, Bhagavan to us only for the ultimate final emancipation only. None of these are the goals. They are only the means. Goal is mukti. Mukti is only through the Atma Vidya. And to become qualified for the Atma Vidya, we are given different fields to work out. Whether they are varnas, whether they are ashramas, none of them are permanent. We are not going to live eternally in this body, in this life. We live one day. So before leaving, what not to do, what exactly to do, keeping what goal in mind, that clarity our Shastras give us. When we regularly study, we also get a clear idea. The ultimate thing sought is mukti only, and that is the Swaswarupa. That is only through Vidya we realize. And to Vidya Prapti, whatever the obstructions are there, whether we call them in the language of gunas or the vrittis or the variety of bhumikas, in whatever the way we talk about karmashayas or our samskara or vasana और उपात्त दुरिता सब एक ही चीज़ है, भाषाएं अलग है. दे आर द obstructions for our introvertedness and discovering and abiding in the self. So to remove them, till they are removed, we have to involve in the world only for the sake of removing them. And they say it is achieved by working in the world but having drushti only in the antakarana shuddhi, not in any of the outer gains. That is how the karma and its requirement in all the ashramas. Even though here the Purvapakshi taking the stand of Grahastha ashrama is discussing, even though Guru Maharaj to remove his limited thinking, talking about the other three ashramas and their importance. The idea is not of fighting here. Ki Brahmacharya Vanaprasthanyasti is great or Grahastha is great. The idea is all are required to the jivas depending on their stage of evolution, and they are to be performed only for Upata Duridakshaya. Each one at different levels are there. So for this person, this ashrama is suitable for Duridakshaya. For this jiva, this one. For that sadhaka, this one. Ultimately, common two things for everyone, whether whichever the ashrama they are there, whichever varna they are there is Upata Durtakshaya, then through the Vidya, removal of Atma, Avidya and Samsara, and through Vidya, establishing in our own essential nature. In this, there should be no doubt. Now, the question raised yesterday. Bhagavan Adi Shankara gives the answer. The Purva Pakshi's Prashna was one. Karma Prati Shrutehe Yatna Adhikya Darshanat Ayuktam Idi Chet. One point was Shruti has given so much importance value for karma and herself has done so much adhika yatna to talk about the importance of karma because the maximum portion of Vedas contain karma. Therefore, your denial of karma outrightly may not suit ayuktamiti chet. One point. Second is, you also have said other three ashramas are greater than this. But हम तो कहते हैं यही ज़्यादा great है. Why? Because in this only, Grahastha ashram dharma endowed with so many problems of its own, which are not there in other ashramas. As well as in this, the Nitya Agnihotra karma are there very much. They also are endowed with so much work. So too, the sadhanas which are indicated for other ashramas, they are there also for Grahastha. So he is three ways he is heavily burdened. Other ashramas are not so much. Some of them तो यज्ञयाग भी नहीं करना है. गृहस्थ आश्रम के जो responsibilities are there, they are anyway not there for them. Yajnadi karma also are not there for them. So theirs is very effortless, simple work. So grahastha only greater. So here Shankara Bhagavan just want to remove the misunderstanding in him that he is telling Bhagavan Shankara to compare and compete with all those ashramas. This happens when you look at the four people outside as one is sannyasi, another is grasta, another vanaprastha and brahmachari. In fact, it is not the way it is said. शास्त्र की बताने का ये पर्पस तरीका नहीं है. इसका पर्पस है you only in your own stage of evolution as jiva in your spirituality, you only go through all these four ashramas. Therefore, he makes such a beautiful explanation, Bhagavan Adi Shankara, to remove this doubt, which is greater or which is lower, and a lot of why the Vedas have given so much of importance to karma. Those two are discussed. First, his doubt regarding which ashrama is get is removed. Your inner qualification is more important. That inner qualification is seen or found already in brahmacharya, vanaprastha, sannyasa. If it is found in them, how it is gained? It is gained in the grahasthas. So, in grahasthashram, we are there to gain those qualifications which make one to be a brahmachari, vanaprastha, sannyasi, in whom the importance of karma reduced, importance of vidya increased. Then to them, the vidya, tattvasama upadesha, they enter into the brain, they are able to understand, meditate, and know the self and get liberated from all bondages. So, beautiful thing. If someone is before entering to Grahastha ashrama only, Brahmacharya ashram say if he is Pravrajakaha, he is leaving everything and pursuing the truth. Or very soon he is concluding Grahastha ashrama, entering to Vanaprasthi. Or even within few years of Vanaprastha, entering to Sannyasa. All these are which are conducive for moksha prapti, giving vidya. विद्या प्राप्ति के आसान ये तीनों आश्रम में हाउ डू वन रीच देयर कि जन्मांतर कृत अनुग्रहातु. That is the result of he as a grahastha earlier lives had done so many of yajnagadi, dana dharmadi, punya karmadi, niswartha sevadi, guru sevadi. He has done that grahastha. Therefore, to give him facility of knowing the truth, Bhagavan only has given those inclination to him, or by living life like that in many lives, his antakarna became shuddha. This is the meaning here. So, yaduktam karmani shrutehe adhikayah ityadi na asau yataha. It is not so. What Shruti is giving most of importance to karma, understand it this way. Ityadi na asau doshaha. Yataha, why? Janmantara krutam api agnihotradi lakshanam karma, brahmacharyadi lakshanancha anugrahakam bhavati vidya utpatti pati udvattim prati. So, main point is vidya prapti. Whether one as a grahastha doing yajnagadi karma or as a brahmachari is doing brahmacharyadi lakshanam, both of them become a qualification for him to get him the vidya utpatti. So, you are in a particular ashrama, you identify with the ashrama only to do those due karmas for the antakarana shuddhi. More than that, why do you compare this and this ashrama and say something great, something less great, therefore fighting with each other? No. Both of them. If a brahmachari is doing his brahmacharyadi karma, grahastha is doing his own shrauta smarta yajnadi karma, both of them are going to help him in gaining the vidya utpatti in course. Life after life, they become more purified, their antakaranas become more and more sharp and subtler. They slowly in each of the life, little and little of the Atma Vidya are able to understand. So it goes on that way helping them. Okay, now I am explaining to you कि येन जन्मनावा विरक्ताः दृश्यन्ते केचित्. See that explanation. There are many people by birth only they are virakta. Means what? In the earlier janma only they have done such type of karmas by which all their upata durita happened. Therefore, when their upata durita are not there, there are no forces in him to make him enter into the Grihastha ashrama and so many of the activities. And the purpose of the activities of Grihastha ashrama from spiritual standpoint, like the other ashramas, is only for Upata Durita. And Upata Durita alone will make us gain the Vidya. Vidya Prapti only removes Avidya and Avidya Kruta Samsara. So, what is said here? Yena Janmana eva viraktaha drishyante kechit. So, they were in the earlier life, brahmachari the, ki vanaprasthi the, the grahastha the, whichever they did their work very well. Therefore, their next life, from birth only they are virakta. See the fortune of those hearts where there are no kama krodha vikara. There raga dveshadi durguna not there. Therefore, none of the world is so important, valuable to them that they are lost in the world. How lucky are those antakaranas? Is it not people with that antakarana? Should we not seek it? मुझे तो यही चाहिए अगले जन्म में इतना शुद्ध अंतकरण कि right from beginning even to these pravachanadi also virakti. First experience the self. उसके बाद what Lord wants, let him do through us. But we should become so deeply introverted only to pursue and know and establish in the truth. So some are by birth only virakta. That means what? Earlier life or lives they decently lived under the guidance of Guru in whatever the ashram they were there. So systematically that their upatta durita kshaya ho gaya. Therefore, virakta. Healthy mind, beautiful mind. They've understood the limitation of the world and worldly indulgences. All that study, inquiry, also a part of sadhana, they have done. Therefore, from beginning only, they are not involved in any business. They are not involved in any of the indulgences. They are not involved in any powers or possessions. These Tapon Maharajas, the Bhagavan, Ravana Marshis, these Jada Bharata, they all belong to this category. कि अर्लियर लाइफ के अच्छे अच्छे साधनाओं के कारण शुद्ध हो गया अंतःकरण therefore in this life they are virakta. And whenever these things we study, we have to look into our heart for more clear understanding. कि are we that way virakta? We are sakta, asakta to so many things that we feel that we can't live without them. And the highest of the virakti is what? Virakti even with the deha tadatmya. Because all asaktis or ragadvesha start and sustained from the first thing called as dehoham, dehoham asmi. The real vairagya is, I am not this deha. Deha is given for me to stay in this as a jiva. I have to use deha as well as sukshma upadhi only for antakarana shuddhi followed by vidya prapti. The one so clear in this understanding. And only that one he is pursuing. And luckily he is given that situation and place also by God. How great and lucky they are. Such one they are away from these buzzing cities. They are in that ashramas all alone by their own choice, reveling in their own calmness and quietness, outer and inner, and also in the search for the truth within. And they establish in it. If they have to move, they move with the experience in them. If they don't need to move, they stay at one place. If nobody is to talk, they are in their own self. If somebody comes and asks, they teach them only that moksha giving vidya. They are the lucky people. So, by birth only, some are virakta, you see. Then the answer to them is in the earlier lives, they have done any of these, whichever ashram they were there. But they have done sufficiently all the upata durtakshya required karmas. Grasta tha, so he has done yajna so wonderfully. निस्वार्थ भाव से he has become विरक्त. सो ब्रह्मचारी से भी विरक्त बनकर आया होगा, गृहस्थ से भी विरक्त बना, गृहस्थ का धर्म निर्वहन करते हुए. सो टू थ्रू वानप्रस्थि he was doing vanaprastha tapasya. Almost he has gone through all and upata durtaksha happened. Now he is virakta. Earlier life he may be sannyasi, dikshita sannyasi, but not shikshita or matured. He might have pursued sannyasa dharmas. Now whatever little residue Asaktis were there, they are also gone. In this life is fully virakta. So what is required is virakti in whichever the ashram you were there earlier. In as a result of those sadhanas or the dharmas, in the Uttara Janma, we have to be virakta so that we become adhikari for Vidya. Because without vairagya, you can't have the consistent application on the self to get the Vidya. So here he is driving the point to the heart of the Purvapakshi, saying that Brahmachari Gastavana Prastha are the avasthas depending on with the Deha. Beyond that, everyone is a Jiva. And Jiva Upata Durita hai, they will be a samsari. If it becomes Kshaya, he becomes qualified for Vidya. Through Vidya, he knows his self, then the moksha from Avidya. So, like this category of people are seen, other category also are there in this world. Kechit, who are they? Kitu karmasu pravruttaha, fully involved in the karma. How? Aviraktaha. There is no vairagya in them. They have raga and dvesha, kama krodhadi. So much of kama krodha, so much of raga dvesha. To fulfill these demands of the mind, they are fully involved in any type of outer karma, one after the other continuously. You tell them about the Vidya, they are Vidya Vidveshana. They even hate Vidya. They are opposite to Vidya. They are Parama Nastika. They are not interested in the Paramatma or the Shastra. For them, none of them are there nor required. Interestingly, those type of people also live, just like animals and birds and trees. They also are living, surviving fully with the idea that they are Deha only and propitiating Deha, saving Deha, protecting Deha. Alone is Jivana Laksha. They are living like that. Hare ki apne band, that's what Chitta Samskara. No? Everybody can have their own Chitta Samskara or ignorances. On the strength of that, they can live that life only. एक चोर को चोरी में ही मजा आता है. He thinks there is nothing greater than this. Dacoity, dacoity. A other fellow, everyone, a doctor thinks this is a best profession. Lawyer thinks this is the only thing in the world. So each one can make their minds molded in a particular manner, can live like that. So to some people we have seen here, they do the vidvesha of the vidya, they have so much of raga dvesha, they are fully involved in karma only. They are also said, that means what? Their earlier lives were, whether they were any of the ashramas, they did not work with the vision of Shuddhi of Antakarana or removal of Upata Durita. Knowingly or unknowingly, they lived life in such a manner that their Upata Durita has become more and more only. So much more that in the next life, he has no Vairagya at all. He has Vairagya for Vedanta. So they are called as Vidya Vidveshana. So it gives us an idea to you and I. That's the main purpose of Bhagwan's this Bhashya. Therefore, in this life, when you are living in the present moment and moment to moment, whichever the ashrama you are in, do you know which are the dharmas to be done for those ashramas? Question 1. Question 2. All the dharmas you are fulfilling for your antakarana shuddhi, upata durtakshay or not. If you are very conscious, careful about this, you are really living a very good, noble life of sadhana. If you can't get the antakarana shuddha in this life and get upadesha from Guru and get atma anubhuti and moksha, never mind, the next life of yours will be right from beginning only virakta. Natural withdrawal, virakti means uparati virakti. If not, even if your age is 50, 60, 70, still you are increasing your kamana asakti, bhoganama asakti, etc., through which adding more and more durita only in the heart, it is guaranteed that next life, right from beginning only, raga dvesha yukta, kama krodha yukta, कर्म में फंसे रहेंगे मरने दम तक. Anybody comes and tells about Vidya, he will be Vidveshi only. His heart, antakarana, does the vidvesha of the Vidya. Like some physical bodies are there of people, to some medicines they react. Same medicine administered to this fellow, it is received. To other fellow, he gets all convulsions, everything and reaction. That body's tattva is like that, that to this particular medicine, it is prone for reaction. That's how the tattva of the deha. So too the antakarana of some people is created in such a way. Any of the vidya vishaya told to them, they just react like this. They vidvesh karte. Therefore, they never throughout life even go to one satsang, even read one book also. Never meet any Mahatmas, nor in their life there's any discussion of spirituality. In their entire friends, relative circle, only the people of that type are there. Then forget about Vidya Moksha. To them, they are lost in Kama Krodha Samadhi. So much that they will do only Adharma Papa Karma that will yield to more further degeneration only. Life after the life. So these possibilities हमको दिखाते हुए शंकर भगवान is hinting at us. Be intelligent, be choosy as to what to do for what purpose. Do only your own nitya karmas or your dharma karma only for the purpose of the purification of the vasanas from our heart. That's called Chittavritti Nirodha, which we are studying in Yoga Sutras. So that the heart is purely sattva guna, we attend to. In that, तत्व चिंतन का जिज्ञासा होता है, तत्व जानने की जिज्ञासा. फॉर अदर्स बिकॉज ऑफ द फोर्स ऑफ आसनास कामनाएं आते हैं, कामना पूर्ति की इच्छा होती है. द डिजायर टू फुलफिल द डिजायर्स, desire the efforts to fulfill desires and the effort to know the truth. This is called as mumukshata. इच्छा जिज्ञासा कहते हैं, wanting to know the self. Here is what bhuvukshata, want to enjoy the world. Day by day, what we are adding into us before we die. Spiritual samskar add कर रहे हैं या worldly, that decides our next life. The more worldly we add, we'll be far away from spirituality. उसका गंध मात्र भी नहीं होगा, लेश मात्र, that will be told. गंध लेश मात्र भी नास्ति तस्मिन् of spirituality. You see your own friends and relatives में, they have never have come to any. In your own house, when you sit for class, till the class के 10 मिनट पहले तक आपके दोस्त लोग रहते हैं आपके पास. The moment class time, अच्छा आपका क्लास टाइम हो रहा है, हाँ, मैं चाहता हूँ, as if it is not for him. So interesting, don't you see that? Your own wife or husband, तुम्हारा क्लास का टाइम हो गया, बैठो. मतलब तो आपका नहीं है क्या? They have decided that their life is not at all. They are called a vidya vidveshina. See, they give you any reasons and all, but basically they are afraid that their dehadi tadatmya bhoga sukhadi bhoga of the world goes away if they become spiritual. Therefore, right now too they are vidvesh. Who knows in which life, which powerful guru will guide them, bless them, and they start understanding and then slowly come out of vidya vidvesha, they will start liking vidya, just like we. Which karunika guru blessed us, we don't know. Slowly the bija for the desire of vidya or mumukshata is happening in us. It's not complete. कंप्लीट है तो इसके अलावा और कुछ नहीं करते हैं. अभी बहुत कुछ कर रहे हैं, इसका अर्थ पूरा नहीं हुआ, लेकिन थोड़ा तो हुआ कि वी आर कमिंग टू रेगुलर स्टडी. सो वन काइंड ऑफ पीपल आर जन्म से ही विरक्त, अदर वंस जन्म से ही फुल ऑफ राग द्वेष कर्म एंड दे डू द इवन विद्वेष ऑफ द विद्या. सो ऑल दिस डू वी सी इन द वर्ल्ड, they are brought from earlier lives. Therefore, the Saramsham is what? In whichever the ashram you are there, you have to work only for Upata Durtakshaya. Therefore, he says, Tasmat Janmantara Kruta Samskarebhyaha Viraktanam. A Grahastha also, from many lives, what is samskaras he brought, when he living a Grahastha ashram dharma systematically, then from all the samskaras, he gets virakti. Such person, ashrama antara pratipatti, he will definitely enter into the other three ashramas where the grahastha ashram में जाने के samskar नहीं. Ishyate, in this way. Therefore, this is how viraktanam ashramantara pratipatti eva ishyate. So all the three, right from birth only, brahmachari is gone for vidya, never entered into grahastha ashram. Some right from birth, he went through brahmachari, entered grahastha. From there he went to vanaprastha. Some are from vanaprastha to sannyasi. So it all depends on what is your antakarana made up of. एंड द सारांश क्या है, जैसे हम कल परसों देख रहे थे, इफ द कर्म संस्कारास आर वेरी पावरफुल, even if someone is taking another ashrama outwardly, but inside his heart will be hankering about that only. So somebody has got the virakta samskara or sannyasi ki tarah ya vanaprasthi ki tarah vairagya hai, push him in grahastha ashrama, outside he will live life like that, but inside he is aloof only. On the other hand, somebody has taken up vanaprastha and sannyasa outwardly, but inside if the antakara is not pure, their minds will be again in the worldly involvements only. This is what generally seen or said. Therefore, the point is what? You are a grahastha from many, many lives. You are living a systematic, disciplined life, as a result of which, in the last life or this life, final, even strong grahastha ashram samskaras are gone away. The next life, you will be into one of those three ashramas, which are more conducive for sadhana. So don't differentiate yourself from them. You only will have to come to that level so that your vidya prapti is more easier than the grahasthashram. So brahmachari bane, सीधा उसके यहाँ से वानप्रस्थि में चले गए, then sannyasa bypassing grahasthas all. So grahastha ashrama is a compulsory. That's what he was feeling. It is a compelling thing because of inner samskaras. For moksha, it is not compulsory. That is what he is telling. On the other hand, if by any reason we enter into, we only invite more and more obstructions for moksha. If your samskaras are very strong, you must go through it systematically. Main thing, while being in the grahastha ashrama, don't add grahastha ashrama samskara more and more by comparing with others, misguided by others. You keep your mind fully engaged in moksha through vidya prapti. For that, this is the antakarana shuddhi. That antakarana shuddhi arupata dutakshaya करने के लिए ही I am in the grahastha ashram. If this one clarity comes, then he will be in the future life. He will not enter into grahastha. He will remain as brahmachari. Brahmachari's work is whatever guru says, do the seva. Whatever teachings he is giving, learn them. That is what his work. His mind is not involved in all those three. Putreshana, Vitteshana, Lokeshana. He is not interested. Karmana, Pitrulokaha, Vidyaya, Devalokaha, then Putrebhyaha, Esha Lokaha. These three are not there in him. In his maturity, bypassing, because वो संस्कार नहीं है गृहस्थ का, he'll enter into vanaprasthi for doing this tapasya, really withdrawing from identity with the upadhis. Then he takes up sannyasa. At that time, already upadhyaya सब असत्य है, ये सब परिपक्वता आ गया. In the sannyasa ashrama, two things only does: totally quietening the mind, then transcending the mind to know the self. For that, whether they do the Omkara Upasana, whether they do Ishvara Upasana, whether they do Tattvasi Mahavakya Chintanam, इन सब के द्वारा अंतःकरण को शुद्ध, उसको पार, वहाँ परमात्मा का अनुभव. For this only a sannyasi is supposed to work for. And he does that only. इसलिए कोई भी आश्रम जबरदस्ती से नहीं होता, धीरे धीरे एवोल्यूशन से होता है. So, and you and I, wherever we stay now, what samskaras we should know, we have to work in the world to come out of them. Then prove ourselves to be virakta and available for vidya. Now, the other thing is important topic. Why the Shruti has given so many karmas? Karma bahulata. शास्त्र में क्यों दिया गया? सीधा विद्या दे सकते हैं मोक्ष. It is not Shastra's mistake. Please remember. Why? See, answer is karma phala bahulyacha. Many karmas are there because many karma phalas are sought by these jivas, mainly the grahastha. So the karma phala is equal to the desire. Desires are so many, so many. Therefore, for making them fulfill so many desires. Honestly, in right manner, the Shruti is compelled to give so many karma kandas for fulfilling them. And they are for those who are involved in the Kamana Purti only. The one who become virakta, I said earlier, हजारों भी कर्म कांड कहो उसके फल दिखाओ वो जाएगा ही नहीं उस तरफ. Therefore, karma bahulya is because of karma phala bahulyata. Means what? These people whose intellects are not convinced about the Atma Prapti for moksha, therefore who are at the level of Maya or Ragadvesha or mind or vasanas, हजारों लाखों डिजायर मन में आते ही रहते हैं. Then naturally he will be told to do these many karmas to get those karma phalas. Like you know, when we take the people for camps, a variety of people come. So many types. Two people we talk about here. One क्या है कि they want to do so much of shopping during that camp or yatra. So the moment they get out of the bus, 10 minutes they jump into some shop, कुछ खरीद के आते. In the camp, after the class lunch, when the gap is there, others are taking rest. This fellow will go and do some buying and come. So he has got so many desires, therefore he naturally going to the shops and buying. There is another person, शुरू के कैंप से लास्ट डे तक, he has not gone anywhere. He does his japa, his sadhana, attending the class, any temples to go, he'll go. That's it. एक शॉप में घुसे भी नहीं वो. Why is it so? उनको नहीं है. ये खरीदना वो खरीदना नहीं है. You tell him you are in a temple, take something for your people at home. They don't, they are not astika. Prasadam, little I may take, but other things they don't believe. It is waste of my money, he says. It is true also. When he goes back home, they only say, why did you finish the camp and come so early? Not that he is a bad person, but they are indulgences so much, his presence is disturbance. अलग अलग तरह के होते हैं. That's a big subject. None of our business at all. But the point is, karma bahulyam is because of karma phala bahulyam in the minds of jivas. It is kindness of Shruti Mata to give so many karmas for the fulfillment of our desire. If you don't have desire, any number of karmas are there, but you don't involve. Therefore, don't worry about the Shastra कि क्यों इतने सारे कर्म बता रहे हैं. अपने दिमाग का सोच. If you have so much upata durita, raga द्वेष काम क्रोधा, then you have to do all of that. You have to क्या? तुम खुद ही करोगे. हमको बोलने की जरूरत नहीं. But अंतःकरण है शुद्ध. Why do you? Is it not? Like when that day when you are very full in stomach, you don't look at any eateries en route. इतनी भूख लग रही है मानो, एवरी होटल यू लुक एट, एवरी ऑफ द रेडी, एवरी को दिखता है, हमेशा वही दिखेगा आपको जब तक खाना खाकर पेट नहीं भरता. अप टू द 12 o'clock 12:30 कार में गाना लगा के चल रहे लॉन्ग जर्नी में, सडनली 1 o'clock होते ही एवरीबडी स्टार्ट हंग्री, देर खाना बजाना सब बंद, गाना बजाना, दे लुक एट ओनली सूटेबल. In the same way, those who have desire, they have the karmas clearly seen in front of them in Vedas. Those who don't have anyone of them, they straight away go to that mukti giving Vidya of Upanishads. That's it. It is you in your antakarana. What do you have? That decides which portion of Veda you see as important, whether it is big quantity or small quantity. Okay. Now, what are the variety of the desires the grastas have or any jiva has got? वैदिक पीरियड की बातें हो रही हैं कि पुत्र, they want children. When you want children, you have to enter into marriage and all that. Swarga, they want swarga. Then itna punya karma, you have to do a lot of yajna adi. Then Brahma Varchasa. So all the way the chanting, etc. When you do, you get the Brahma Varchasa. Adi lakshanasya karma phalasya, etc. etc. The karma phalas asankheyatvat. Asankhya, you can't count them. 3-4 उन्होंने बताया, बट कितने सारे एम्बिशंस है, डिजायर्स है इन द माइंड्स ऑफ अस. उनका असंख्यत होने के कारण तत्प्रतिचा, सी द काम्य वस्तुस आर सो मेनी, तत्प्रतिचा पुरुषाणाम काम बाहुल्यात्. So the objects are so many, So desires therefore for so many objects are so many in the minds of people. Tad artha shrutehe adhikah yatnah karmasu upapadyate. That is why Shruti Mata has taken the pains of catering to the desires of these people through various karma proposal. नहीं किया ये कर्म का गाइडेंस कि ये करो तो ये मिलेगा, ये करो तो ये मिलेगा. You will do the wrong things and end up in unnecessary papa. So therefore, one way, Shruti is not encouraging karma for karma phala. Second way, Shruti alone is telling which karmas to do for what karma phala. Third, that is for what purpose? Because we have desires. And if the guidance to fulfill the desires, right guidance is not given, then they to fulfill desire, they go in wrong directions of crimes and all that. तो ये श्रुति माता की कृपा है. कितना कर्म बहुलता she has shown, but that's not her main intention. Why the bulkiness? The number of desirable objects are more, then the desiring people are more, for therefore them. Remember again, how many Atmas are there? Atma is one only. Or to tell about one Atma, you need few Upanishads. Same हो गया ना, दसों आत्माएं नहीं है कि 10 को के लिए 10 अलग चीज बताए. Even one Upanishad only enough. चलो ठीक है, in different periods of history, the gurus have given Brahma Vidya in some other example, etc. Therefore, it became another Upanishad. But सबका theme एक ही है कि नहीं? Every Upanishad qualification is sadhana chaturthi sampada only, followed by श्रवण मन निधिध्यासनम एंड आत्मानुभूति. तो एक ही आत्मा पाने के लिए जो विद्या होता है वो थोड़ा ही जरूरत है. बट द डिजायर्स आर सो मेनी अदरवाइज. So to fulfill each of the desire, you need to do those type of karmas. यहाँ एक ही प्राप्ति है मोक्ष, इसके लिए इतना ही साधना है, इसलिए इतना ही टेक्स्ट है. छोटा ही है पोर्शन वेद का, वेदांत वाला. But the other portion is big because number of desires more and they are of different type and variety. कोई को स्वर्ग चाहिए, कोई को पितृलोक चाहिए, कोई की इस लोक का सुख चाहिए. No, you need to have so many different works. So कि कि कर्मफलस्य असंख्येयत्वात् तत्प्रति च पुरुषाणां कामबाहुल्यात्. इट इज यू एंड आई हैव सो मेनी डिजायर्स फॉर आवर सेक. तद अर्थः इसके लिए ही श्रुते है अधिक यत्न कर्मसु उपपद्यते. आशिषां बाहुल्य दर्शनात्. हाउ ही डज दैट ह्यूमन बीइंग इदं मे स्यात्, इदं मे स्यात्, इदं मे स्यात्. डू यू थिंक ए ह्यूमन बीइंग स्टॉप्स इन फुलफिलिंग फ्यू डिजायर्स? और भी चाहिए, और भी चाहिए, और भी चाहिए. अब चाहिए तो वे करो. The more you want, the more you have to do. Why do we go so deep in this world also? See, there are some couple, young married, whether both are working or one is working. They are happy, a chota 2 bedroom flat ले ली, they live happily with whatever salary they have, take care of parents and in-laws, children are born, बस खुश है वो. But there are other couples, both the boy girl, with so many ambitions. Now देखो लोग 10 काम करते. We need a huge house of 22 bedrooms so that तुमको मैं, मेरे को तुम नहीं मिले. Then they want all the furnishing, they want all decoration. अब इतने मन में है, then you have to work hard only, you have to earn them. कर्म बाहुल्य हो जाता है कि नहीं काम में बाहुल्यता के कारण. Then they want so many things. They want terrace garden, they want in the portico garden, they want पीछे भी garden, and they want a gym in the house only, they want a swimming pool only. You see all the very high rich people, and also उनको इतना चाहिए. Then they have to have 4-5 cars. Is it not one car for parties, another for the professions, another for going to relatives, one अपने घर के लोगों को लेके जाने के लिए एम्बेसडर. अरे कर्म कामना बाहुल्यता हो गया कि नहीं. देन नॉट 2 pairs ऑफ जूते, दे वांट ए फुल जूते के शोरूम ही चाहिए उनको. उनका कामना है तो देन वो सब पैसे कमाना पड़ता है उसके लिए, शॉपिंग करना पड़ता है. Every day they have only one work. Go in the evening for shopping and buy some clothes, buy some cosmetics, buy some jute, or take from others, or the ornaments. There are people both, दोनों के ऐसे होते हैं. In some cases, husband says, "Why so much you are buying and all?" She doesn't listen. That's what called as wife. She goes on shop. The other house wife says, "You are drinking. I am not able to manage them. Why don't you stop?" He doesn't listen. He goes on buying things. कोई कोई घर में दोनों लगे रहते हैं. There are few rare people. Both of them decide within few months only. Let us live with minimum things. Let us not be headache, having headache of more desires and more things. It's all their minds make up. Either you can be satisfied with a few things or you are greedy, you can have more and more. When you have more greed, कर्म काम में बाहुलता है तो इदम में स्याद, ये भी मेरे को मिल जाए, ये भी मेरे को मिल जाए. देन उसको खरीदना है, इसके लिए पैसे चाहिए, फिर कमा दो, कमाने के लिए फिर कर्म करो. Like today, the variety of works they do for earn more money, or same work they do overtime to earn more money to fulfill their more desires. Those days they were yajnayagas. Everything is gained from devatas only. So their devata uddishya, variety of upasanas, yajnas they used to do. Devatas also used to get present and they give. उनका job ही वो है. देवान भावयतानेन ते देवा भावयन्तु वहा. You propitiate them with puja, upasana, yajna, they propitiate you by giving your desires fulfilled. So why the bulkiness in the Shruti of Karma Kanda? It is not to say that karma is more important than the Vidya. Don't blame the Shruti Mata. It's their kindness. The human being jivas are more, desirable objects are more, their desires are more. Putra chahiye, Swarga chahiye, Brahmavarcha chahiye, etc. In today's world, the other things I said just now. And idam में स्यात्, ये हो गया ना, मेरे को अभी नहीं चाहिए ना, वो भी चाहिए, वो भी चाहिए. But you have already those things. Why do you need it? No, I may need it tomorrow. I just told you ना. One car you have enough. No, 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 no. You know, car खराब हो गया तो बेटा ले गया तो they give 1,000 examples. जब emergency हो गया तो इसे दो होना चाहिए. दो हो गए, रुक जाओ ना. तीन. I know some families. They have चार छः छः कार. All of them they have same number. Some extra पैसा दे के लगाते हैं कार. And seldom they are used. Their mind is only in maintaining them, maintaining the driver and all. Then they other side they do big businesses. उसमें फिर हेरा फेरी. Is it not? Or through Yagnayaga also one can earn a lot of money. One can earn a lot of desire fulfillments. Okay. So कर्मसु उपपद्यते आशिषाम बाहुल्य दर्शनात् idam me syat iti. Okay. Now another point is raised to give this answer. Ki upayatvacha. See, the karma are the upaya for antakarana shuddhi. Is it not? And after that, Paramatma Prapti is very simple thing. It is already existing. You are that's existing self is there in you already. We just have to focus on that and establish in it. But to become introverted and focus on the self, we have to pull ourselves from the extrovertedness. And in the extroverted world, where who is caught up, who knows? This is not therefore for catering to every person at whatever the stage is there and convert him to introvertedness. So many variety of karmas are given. So कर्म फल आसक्ति वालों को कर्म फल के लिए कर्म बहुलता. आध्यात्मिक साधना के लिए भी उपाय होने के कारण each one is a different level of life, but all of them are supposedly, let us say, want to become qualified for Vidya. Vidya gives moksha, the 10 people. For all of them, Vidya only gives moksha. But for all the 10 of them, Vidya comes when they become introvert. But their introvertedness, they are depending on where they are, different places. Therefore, for each one of them, different upaya is given. Therefore, karma bahulta is also is in variety because each one is different level, different place. Each one needs different upaya. Depending, a place is there. Depending on its connectivity, that type of the transport is used to reach it or not. Some places by air you go, some places by ship you go if they are oceans, some by train you go. कोई कोई पहाड़ों में ट्रेन नहीं जाता, नॉट इवन हेलीकॉप्टर्स कैन लैंड देयर, सो यू एट द मोस्ट गो बाई बस, कभी बस भी नहीं होती है, यू मे हैव टू गो बाई फोर व्हीलर, वो भी नहीं होगा, कभी 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 पैदल ही जाना पड़ता। सो आर यू गोइंग बाई वॉक और साइकिल और स्कूटर और कार और ट्रेन और ship or flight, there are upaya have to be so many because each one at different place, where to reach his place is one only. So, antarmukhata is the one commonly required for everyone to gain the vidya. But to become antarmukha, each one is different place. The upaya to come from there here is different to each one. Therefore, upaya bahulyatvat. So, karma is an upaya for antakarana shuddhi for sadhakas. Karma is an upaya for karma phala prapti for samsaris. And each of the sadhaka is different level, therefore the upaya also is different, therefore the karmas are different. That's why when 10 disciples go to a Mahatma for Upadesha, he will not give the same Upadesha to each one. For him, he says for someone, do japa, किसी को कहते तुम पूजा करो, कहते तुम थोड़ा सेवा करो. For some he says you do yajna, some he says you do this. So he won't give same thing because their state of mind is different, and that guru is able to scan the jiva in them and know what they need, and that thing they say. वो गुरु महाराज आपने उनको वो बताया, मेरे को यूँ क्यों बता रहे हो? उनके एवोल्यूशन के लिए वो काफ़ी है, आपके लिए ये अलग है. That is how also you can see. Now another thought. Upayatvacha अभी बता दिया. उपायत्वाच न उपाय भूतानि ही कर्माणि विद्याम प्रतीत्यावोचाम. We already told you कि all karmas are upaya for vidya by means of doing antakarana shuddhi or upatta durdakshaya. So upaya cha adhika yatna kartavya na upaye. And that's why also the reason for the bulkiness of the karma is there is a effort. उपाय के टाइम ज्यादा होता है, उपेय में नहीं है. अय मीन्स गतौ, उप मीन्स समीपे, अय उपाय इज कॉल्ड समीपे गति. So to become antarmukha and qualified for vidya prapti, you have to do lot of effort, outer and inner. After that, Guru says तत्त्वमसि, उनका हो गया कहना, एंड अहम ब्रह्मास्मि हमको भी अनुभव हो गया. लेकिन ये अनुभव, द मोमेंट गुरु सेज, फॉर अस टू हैव दैट अनुभव, वट एवर द क्वालिफिकेशन वी हैव टू गेन, द गिवर ऑफ दैट क्वालिफिकेशन आर वेरियस साधनास, दे आर upaya. And those upayas are more in number and more effort you have to put for them, then only you become qualified. Therefore, he says, upaye cha adhikah yatnah kartavyah na upaye. सो जो चीज़ हमको तैयार करते हैं वो उपाय कहते हैं, उसमें देर आर मेनी वेराइटीज, मेनी एफर्ट्स टू बी डन. उपाय में कुछ नहीं. लाइक उपाय इज भगवान तिरुपति बालाजी दर्शन. उपाय में ज्यादा एफर्ट है, मैक्सिमम स्टैंड इन द लाइन एंड हैव दर्शन. बट द उपाय, which place you are, where, which ticket to book, which transport to travel in, which hotel to book, they're all upayas. They are many. And yatna also is more in them, not in the upaya. So all this is what he has studied the Vedas, Puravakshe, in that Karma Kanda is given so much, Vidya is very less. So he says, how come if the Shruti has given so much of Karma Kanda portion, that you are denying karma for the moksha, whereas Shastra has come only for giving us moksha? So to that, these are the answers. Because of the desires of us, for helping us in fulfilling, so many are given. So too, these karmas are upayas, so many are required, because people are at different stages, and from there, when they have to become qualified, they need to be given the different things. That is the purpose of bulkiness, not to overpower the need of vidya and say that karma alone is required. No. और उपेय है परमात्मा, उनके लिए तो मेहनत ज़्यादा नहीं करना. Upaya, where karma, bhakti, ashtanga yoga are there, you have to involve more because they help us in qualification. Without doing them, qualification will not come. Okay, yeah? Now the last question. This Pura Pakshi wala, मजेदार है. Final. After this, no discussion. So if through कर्मादि, वेदर गृहस्थ वार्व सन्यासी कर्म जो भी है, उपाय रूपी कर्म, उसको करोगे, उपात दुरित का क्षय हो गया, हाँ, देन आत्मा का दर्शन हो गया, हाँ. What is the need of now studying the Upanishads, struggling to understand the Atma Vidya? अंतकरण शुद्ध कर लो, आत्मा उधर ही है, you get it. Why the need of Vidya? He doesn't know, he's got Vidya Vidveshi. He doesn't want to study Upanishad. He's in a notion that by removing the Upata Durita, the moksha will come. हो जाएगा अपने आप ही. So he says, karma nimitvatvat vidyayaha. विद्या इज obtained थ्रू कर्म, बिकॉज कर्म से अंतःकरण शुद्ध हो गया, शुद्ध अंतःकरण में आत्मा स्फुट रूप से दर्शन देता है. सो कर्म निमित्तत्वाद विद्यायाः यत्नांतर अनर्थकमिति चेत, देयर इज नो नीड ऑफ अदर activities. If I say that, what I mean is explaining his own point. He karmabhyah eva purva upachita durita pratibandha kshayat. So through the karma, purva upachita durita obstructions are removed. Vidya utpadyate. Then you said vidya gangavse. In that case, karmabhyah prathak. Other than the karmas, upanishad shavanadi yatna anartakaha. Going to class in the morning and listening the Upanishad, etc. It is not required. Wherever I am given the karma according to my station. I am doing that without ego or selfishness. Antakarna becoming Shuddha, all the Upata Dutta becoming Kshaya. Then I'll get Vidya Prapti. Why should I come to morning class? Why should I study Upadhyay Shravan Manana? Kyo karna hai? Good question, no? You like it, I know that. See in how many ways a mind of a Purvapakshi tries to go on holding on to karma phala kshetra, or go on giving up Upanishad Vidya. Vidya को पकड़ना नहीं, कर्म को छोड़ना नहीं. That is called the prabala vasanas. When we are in this way only, we go on thinking. And by Guru Kripa and we listen to him with Shraddha, those layers are the levels we cross. All these intermediate layers, every sincere seeker will cross, if not this life, maybe after 10 lives. These type of insistences, obstinations, not ready to give up and not ready to take up the vidya, चलता ही है. हम सब वो इसी स्थिति. It's all about us only. There's no Pura Pakshi in you and me only. So answer of Bhagavan is for his what ki niyama abhavatu. Very interesting point it is. It's a big thought it is. Very, very new thought it is. Niyama abhavat. What is niyama bhava? Ki nahi pratibandhakshayat eva vidya utpadyate. It's a niyam. ऐसा नहीं है कि through doing karma, through doing the karma, you are removing the pratibandha of the upata durita. That then vidya happens. ऐसा ही है. There is no other path. There is no such rule. What do you mean? Is there any other path also? Yeah, very much. What is that? कि न तो ईश्वर प्रसाद तपो ध्यानादि अनुष्ठानात् इति नियमः अस्ति. सो ईश्वर प्रणिधान नहीं है, तप नहीं है, ध्यान नहीं है. ओनली थ्रू इन्वॉल्विंग कर्म यू गेट अंतःकरण शुद्धि एंड गेट विद्या. ऐसा कंपल्सरी रूल नहीं है. इन दैट मीन्स व्हाट? Not only through yajna adi karma that we get antakarana shuddhi, become qualified for vidya. There are other ways also to get qualified for vidya and get the vidya and moksha. Which are they? Other than the karma which you are involved in. What are they? Ishvara prasadat. See? Ishvara pranidhana. We are going to see in Yoga Sutras. Each pada will tell us each of the yoga paddhati, moksha paddhati. We will study exhaustively. So by ईश्वर प्रसाद also अंतःकरण शुद्धि होकर विद्या प्राप्ति होता है. Not necessary we have to go through only karma. There is another way also. What is that? Tapo dhyanadi. When one is in the tapasya, withdrawal from senses and mind, then also antakarana shuddhi ho jata hai. And one is doing dhyana, saguna dhyana, for a long time in that effort of saguna dhyana also all the upata dirta kshay ho jata hai. Therefore, there is no niyama that only through karma that the अंतःकरण शुद्धि happens. No, not necessary. ईश्वर प्रणिधान से ईश्वर अनुग्रह से भी होता है, so to तपो ध्यान आदियों से भी होता है. The other options are there. And these things are taught in the Atma Vidya Prakaranam. Therefore, Vidya is required. Iti. Therefore, Ahimsa Brahmacharyadinam cha Vidyam prati upakarakatvat. The Ahimsa Brahmacharya, Ahimsa is for the Vanaprasthi. Brahmacharya is for the Brahmachari. Then Ishwar Prasada, Tapo, Dhyana, they are for the Sannyasi. Or all of them also, other three. ब्रह्मचारी वानप्रस्थ सन्यासी तीनों भी इनमें से कोई भी साधना कर सकते हैं. मेन वन इज व्हाट कि अहिंसा ब्रह्मचर्यादीनाम च इवन द अहिंसा ब्रह्मचर्य साधनास आल्सो विद्याम प्रति उपकारकत्वात् दे आर हेल्पफुल ओनली इन क्वालिफाइंग अस फॉर विद्या. साक्षात एव च कारणत्वात् श्रवण मनन निध्यासनानाम. अब अल्टीमेट क्या है? इन विचएवर द मूड और माइंड और अंतःकरण यू आर, if you are consistently insisting for the Shravana from the Guru, the Shastras, Manana, Nididhyasana, in doing Shravana Manana only, all the Upata Durita can get burnt. You need not go into the world and listen only, or do the karma only. You and I are achieving this one. By Shravana Manana only, many of our samskaras are getting burnt. Those which are very powerful, which have to express only through activity, few of them they express like that. So therefore, Antakarana ko Shuddha karo, freed from Raga Deshadi, freed from Rajas Tamas, bring it to Shuddha Sattva Guna, then with that listen to Vidya, and through Vidya get moksha. This is final thing common. But the Shuddhi of Antakarana is not only done through yajnas, karma kanda, of grahastha ashram and all. They can be done with tapasya also. They can be done with dhyanadi also. They can be done with brahmacharyadi, ahimsadi also. Ultimate is what? Through shravana manana also, antakarna shuddhi happens, upata durita kshaya happens. That is the power of shravana manana nididhyasa. Yeah, one through the listening of Brahma Tattva and its glory and the ephemerality of the world, the binding nature of the world, if he is deeply, intensely, seriously feeling for it, he will be burning with this fire of knowledge only the inner upata durita. He need not go through karma kanda only. Karma kanda is doing karma without phalasakti. It's called karma yoga. Karma yoga, karma kanda. When you are doing it for phalasakti, it's become karma yoga kanda. Doing for antakarana shuddhi is called sadhana kanga, karma yoga. Not necessary that one has to do only karma yoga for antakarana shuddhi. श्रवण मनन निधिध्यासन भी होता है, तपस्या ब्रह्मचारी से होता है, हिंसा से भी होता है. Is it not? So many options are there. So one, not only that one. So vidyam prati upakarakatvat sakshat eva karanatvat shravana manana nidhyasnanam. Therefore, the whole conclusion is ataha. First one, siddhani ashramantarani. First point is what? All other three ashramas also are there, are required, can do sadhana, reach the self. Not only grahastha. Second, sarvesham cha adhikaraha vidyayam. विद्या तो चारों आश्रमों के लोगों का अधिकार है. They deserve, but we have to do sadhana to reach to that. Then the last one is param shreyaha, the absolute good of moksha, kevalayaha vidyayaha, only through the vidya eva iti siddham. Then only through vidya param shreyas moksha comes. This is what is the thing with which we started this discussion. Now this is achieved, concluded. केवल विद्या से ही मोक्ष मिलता है. विद्या प्राप्ति के लिए अंतःकरण शुद्धि. अंतःकरण शुद्धि कैन बी डन थ्रू दीज वेरियस साधनास, एंड दीज ईच ऑफ साधना इंडिकेट्स ईच वन वेदर इज इन गृहस्थ और वानप्रस्थ, ब्रह्मचारी, संन्यास. सो सबको मोक्ष पाने का अधिकार है. सबके अंदर अंतःकरण अशुद्धि है, सबको अंतःकरण शुद्धि करना है. लेकिन जिस जिस अवस्था में या आश्रम में है उनके लिए वो कर्म निर्देश किया है दुर्त क्षय करके करने के लिए. For purifying the heart, for brahmachari, these are told. Grasta, these are told. Vanapasta, ये होता है. Sannyasi को ये होता है. None of the karmas are for the karma phala, nor any of the karmas give them moksha. Moksha comes only through vidya, discovery of the self which is already there. But to know that self, discover the self, whatever the purity is required here inside is achieved by removing impurities through these various karmas and upasanas for each of these ashramins. This is how the Vedas are guiding us through the sadhanas, both of karma phalasakti through yajnas. Same karmas done phalasakti rahita for antakarana shuddhi. With Shuddha antakarana fellow, go to the class of Vidya and there listen to Tattva Vidya, Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya. Then abide in that. और सुन समझ कर उसमें बैठना होता है, कुछ करना नहीं होता. Like I am the Atma with Sachidananda as Lakshana. After that I have to abide in that only. There is nothing outer to do for this. Just be that. That Vidya Prapti you can have and Moksha, any of them. So in this way, Jnana Karma Samuchchayavadaka, Shankar Bhagavan Khandan Karte हुए ultimately he says, Kevalayaha Vidyayaha eva Param Shreyaha iti Siddham. Think more and more. With this 11th Anuvaka comes to iti Ekadasho Anuvakaha concludes all those Vedamanuchacharya were exhaustively explained. Then before the Brahma Vidya Prakarana starts, the limitations of karma are explained. That you do them only for Upata Dudakshaya. After that, don't run behind the karma. Just come into the class, listen, contemplate, know the truth. Such a huge, efforts Bhagavan has taken to explain to us. And in this, there's no something to be taken up or given up, all those things. Whatever is required for sadhana, that is to be done. That's it. Ultimate तो मोक्ष विद्या से होता है. For vidya prapti you have to have qualification. Qualification is Shuddhanta Karna. Now it is Ashuddha. The Ashuddhi is removed by this variety of karma. Whether even brahmachari, grahastha, or sannyasi, Shruti has given the injunction to each one of them for them to get purified from wherever they are. And the comparative study between each of the ashramas, they are all only relative external. It's only the maturity we have to understand the coordination between them. And there are no 4 people belonging to 4 ashramas. It is I only. One jiva only. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Tomorrow we will do the 12th Anuvaka, which is nothing but the repetition of the first Anuvaka, Shanno Mitra Shamvarna. A long time we have forgotten it. Therefore, we will see that for the day tomorrow. And in this only, there is a conclusion में या अगले वल्ली के बिगिनिंग में सहना भवतु का मंत्र है. This is the one Upanishad which has Shamno Mitra as the other Prarthana mantra for the Prathama Valli, Sahana Vavatu for the next 2. Here, for you and me, I think first time, Sahana Vavatu mantra is explained by Bhashyakara himself. We read others' translation. To some extent, definitely understand. But deeper understanding you'll have of this Anavatu mantra when you study it through the Bhashyam. Luckily, Bhagavan has given in this context here. So that will be studied along with Shanno Mitra tomorrow. Then maybe day after only we start the Brahmananda Valli. Then there also Bhagavan Shankara gives a simple Anubandha Bhasha, 5-6 lines. Then first mantra Brahmavid Apnoti Parami takes up, explains. There the Purvapakshi Prashnottaris are there for some time. Chalta hi rahega gaadi. So may we be, by our own conscious willingness and effort, be on the path of Shastra Jnanam and Sadhana and Moksha. May no things, beings, jiva, situations around distract or disturb us from this path. May all the gurus and devatas empower us, bless us, so that we never give up this path even a moment. We keep on walking and we reach out very soon. Thank you. Om, 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 Om. Om 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 Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Paramarshibhyo Namaha Parabrahmane Namaha Shruti Matre Namam Tat Sat Brahma Arpanamastu. Thank you. Can we study Patanjali Yoga Darshanam sometime?